In this world, you have to evolve to survive. I didn't mean for that to sound so serious, but I'm just gonna go with it. That is because if you don't change, people are just gonna get bored of you, and that also proves that you didn't go through any character development, which is just extremely weird, because that's something that should be happening as more time goes on. But I feel like a group of people who know this the most easily has to be content creators, because I'm pretty sure all of them are scared of falling off. No one talking about them anymore. They're just not relevant. No one cares about you. And obviously, if you're doing that as your career, that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. That is why every time when there's a brand new trend that happens in this field, everyone basically tries to copy it so they can keep up. Like currently right now, everyone is trying to copy Mr. Beast, and I guarantee you, like 5 years in the future, everyone is going to be trying to copy someone else who just plays the game better. It's just how it works around here. But every single type of content change as time goes on. And one type of content that took a evolve that I guarantee you no one saw coming easily has to be cooking videos. I remember back then it was just someone in his kitchen sitting down and baking a cake, telling people his secret ingredient that only him and his mom knows, but now he's sharing it to the world, so it's not really that secret anymore. But you still call it secret, even though the ingredient isn't even something that cool. It's literally just like, oh, I take ketchup and combined it with mayonnaise. I actually don't know why I'll use that as an example since I'm talking about cake. But hey, maybe there's someone out there who's making crazy ketchup cakes. But obviously, with how content is now, you really can't do that anymore. Especially if you're on TikTok, you can't just sit down and start baking a cake normally. I mean, how are you going to keep the attention of the people? So one tactic that people started to do is to add shock videos in between the cooking. Like it will show someone making cornbread, or just like cooking pasta, or just insert any food, and then in the middle of the video just show something completely random, like a shocking scene from the anime, or just someone doing something really weird, so you get confused and look at the video longer, or even better, watch it again and give them more watch time. But there was someone who saw that trend and decided to take it to the next level. What about instead of just making a piece of the video like that, how about we just make the whole video extremely weird? And that person easily has to be Donut Daddy, someone who's currently blown up on TikTok because of his extremely interesting ways where he goes and make his cooking videos. Yeah, this is this guy whole tactic. Basically, his goal is to make cooking videos as sexual as possible, which is something that I never thought I will ever be saying. But no, this is basically what this guy does. And I think it's just extremely weird, especially when he's cooking something like dough, like he rolls it up and then he goes and slaps it multiple times, which I guess is supposed to imitate you like slapping someone's dump. And I guess the person watching the video is supposed to see that and go like, oh my god, that's just so crazy that he decided to do something so risky. Now I know this is something that's going to be pretty surprising, but this is one of his more tame videos. Yes, this one isn't really that intense because his most popular video on his TikTok is absolutely insane. So let me go and show you that one. Who would have saw this coming? But his TikTok is playing copyright music, so I can't show it. So now you get to hear my beautiful voice. Isn't amazing? Is watching him slap that dough making you feel funny? Man, just in the first couple of seconds, he shows you all of his ultimate moves. First is him playing with the dough as it goes around the food processor or whatever it is, and then he gives it like a little tug, I guess so it can have a good time. And then after that he hits it with something that we have never seen before, a double spank combo. Most of the time it will usually just be one, but this time this one has been a naughty boy, and he had to hit it twice, really put it in his place. You know, looking at this guy's TikTok a little bit more, I just realized that he never made a video of him making a cookie. I wonder why. I mean, I guess he doesn't really like cookies that much. I hate that in between most of the clips, he just shows an image of his face, making just like the most generic thirst trap face of all time, like biting his lips and then looking directly at the camera. I'm assuming that this is the part where the person watching the video is supposed to see that and just start holding their pants, like holding back the urge because they saw something so awesome that they're like, oh man, I just can't contain myself. The little tiny poke he does on the dough ball, like he's sitting down there and he just gives it a little tickle, probably has to be one of the best part of the video, because I guess that's something actually funny than just the rest of the stuff we have to see, which is just him squeezing a bunch of food and then lathering butter in slowly as you slowly see it melt in, and then he goes and like rubs it around a little bit. I think we have seen enough. I hope he really enjoys scarfing down his cream puffs that he ended up making in a very normal way. This is just a very interesting content creator that I ended up figuring out, and I just want to go and talk about him. Spread the joy of Donut Daddy. Wow, that sentence sounded extremely weird. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is just something that I wanted to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.